This channel is for educational purposes only. Please do your own due diligence before making any investment decisions.
Hi, this is Joe Rabil, and this channel is really just dedicated to teaching professional trading techniques and keeping it as simple as possible. All right, and I want to show you a specific pattern that develops on a regular basis, especially on longer term time frames, that if you're on the lookout for it, I think can put you in a position to find something that is getting ready to make a pretty substantial move. All right. Now, they don't all work, obviously, but if you buy a batch of these types of patterns over time, you're going to find you're in a lot of winning positions that continue to move up over a long period of time. All right, let's go ahead and get going. Now, if you want to learn more about these techniques, you can start with my book. You can click the link in the description to find out more about it. Also, if you do enjoy this content, please hit that like button and also subscribe. Okay, so I've got the stock grid of Southern Copper up. All right, there's a monthly chart in the bottom left, weekly in the bottom right, and daily in the upper right. Now, this is another weekly chart. I am going to focus on these three today. I am going to mention something with respect to the swings also on this chart. So I'm going to keep them all up. I'm going to try and zoom in when I'm talking about each different time frame. Let's start with the monthly chart. So what we're looking for in this specific setup is we want to have strength to the upside before this goes through a correction phase on the monthly chart. All right. Now, if you notice, we broke out of this base, made a strong move, and we got a very strong reading in ADX. Okay. It actually got up to the 40 mark, which is a strong reading, okay? Now, also want to point out that when it pulled back here, it did cross back below 25, but if you notice what happened with the DI lines, let me actually zoom in on them. They just kissed. They didn't actually reverse back and have a red crossover. They kissed and then they started turning back away. Now, this is happening on a monthly chart, so it's not necessarily a timing tool, but it's giving us a reference point that suggests that the buyers are still very strong, even though we've gone through, a pretty deep pullback. We went from 120 down to about 80. It's a pretty good drop. But if you notice, we're sitting on this major support zone after breaking out. The MACD had corrected pretty significantly and actually had formed what I would refer to as a reverse divergence, where this was making a higher low and this was making a lower low. All right. So we've got that kind of in our back pocket. But the most important thing is that we got a strong reading in ADX. And the buyers are still in command, even though we've gone through a decent correction period. All right. Now, during that correction period, we're looking at what's taking place on the weekly chart. And you can see we're correcting back down. But what's taking place here after the strong buying reading, which coincides with the monthly chart, we start the corrective pattern and we're making lower highs and lower lows. But if you notice, the red DI is not showing enough strength to carry the ADX above 25. There's no real strength from that standpoint. Okay, so once we have that, we want to start zeroing in on what's taking place in the price pattern. All right, we have a low ADX condition, so we want to draw trend lines on price and then wait for a break. All right, now in this situation, we break the trend line here. Now, what I'll say is that we have overrun in MACD. All right, so I'm not going to take a trend line. I'm not going to take the trend line break here. All right, I am going to wait for a little bit more confirmation and look for some kind of a pullback or something like that in this area near the 18 MA. All right. Now, one thing that you'll notice is that the MACD has crossed above the zero line and has started to pull back. So during this phase, when we're going through this pullback, I actually want to go down and see what's going on the daily chart. All right, so let's just zero in on that spot. So that's right here. So we've broken the downtrend line on the weekly, and now we're going through an ABC correction on the daily chart. We also have low ADX on the daily chart. We also have overrun on the daily chart. So now we're waiting for MACD to cross back above on the daily chart. And if you notice what took place here, we had trend line break. And then we can draw in a horizontal line here that shows on this bar right there, we are on this bar right there, we are actually completing the 1, 2, 3 reversal on the daily chart, okay? That's right about, we'll call it 100, even though it's a little bit underneath that, in early September. If we look at where that is on the weekly chart, we can see that early September is right here. So let's just zoom in on this. So that's right on this bar here. This bar, which is starting to lift off the 18 MA, okay? And it's turning, and it's the 2 on the weekly chart, all right? Completing the 3 on the daily chart is telling us where we're completing the 2 on the weekly chart. Do you see how that happens? We complete a 1, 2, 3 on this time frame, and that tells us where the 2 is completed on this time frame. So in this situation, we're using the daily to help us enter on the 2 on the weekly. Now, as we enter this trade, we're using weekly risk, not daily. Now, you could use daily if you want, okay? But I'm looking at this as a bigger trend. We've got a lot of strength on this time frame, and we've got a low ADX condition on this time frame. So strong ADX on this time frame, low ADX on this time frame. Very important, the 2 time frame components that we want. All right, now the timing tool is the MACD. When the MACD is overrunning the 0 line like this, we don't take a trend line break. We wait for a little bit more confirmation. In this case, we get the bar. Essentially, we're entering by using the daily chart. We get the confirmation. We are buying the bar that starts the move. We're buying the bar that is starting the move. Now, these patterns are what's right out of my book and my courses. I'm not really making it up to make this work, okay? This is just, I'm not pattern fitting or anything like that. I'm just following the rules using a 1, 2, 3 reversal with low ADX, right? And if we have overrun, we're waiting for MACD to show signs of improvement. We get that. Same thing happens on this time frame. We play the 1, 2, 3 on this time frame, and that gets us in right as this is making its move. Okay, so if we can use the higher time frame to identify strength and then look for low ADX patterns on the weekly. Now, what I'll typically do when I'm doing a screen is I will look for all the stocks that have low ADX on the weekly chart. And I actually don't even worry about the 8 ADX. I just use 1414 and I say it's less than 20. If the ADX 1414 is less than 20, then this is probably, down at 15 or something like that. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to go through and look at all the charts. Now, if I do that, even if I use a liquidity screen, I'm probably looking at 400 to 500 stocks. Okay. I mean, it's not saving you a lot of time, but for me, I want to go through and look at all the stocks that have this low ADX condition. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to look at the higher time frame. Now, when we have low ADX on one time frame, we're looking for 2 things. We're either looking for an extended period of low ADX on the higher time frame, or we're looking for this. We're looking for strength on the higher time frame, where we made a really nice move and then didn't really give it back. We didn't flip-flop where red took over. As long as green stays above red throughout the correction phase, and we have a low ADX condition on the lower time frame, we have something that is a phenomenal combination. Okay, this combination is lethal, really, when we look at it. And then if you use the MACD properly, which is a timing tool for getting in the ADX. So remember, as I teach in the courses, we're using the ADX to screen down and filter down and focus in on the stocks that have the highest potential. And then we're going to use the MACD to help with our timing. So you use that type of combination, and I think you're really going to be on the right track. And then we use price to really help us identify the right time. Now, I am going to look at this chart for a second. if we look at the period that we're discussing, we notice that we made a new low, we took out the prior swing low, and then we created a bull alert by taking out the prior swing high. Okay, so if we go from a new low to a new high, that's a bull alert. Now, when that happens, we want to measure the strength of that rally and see, what is taking place. And if you notice, the MACD crossed back above the zero line during that period. So we're willing to play a pullback here. We don't have to wait for the completion of the pattern, which would be here. That would be confirmation that the trend has turned to the upside. But we can buy down in here because we showed enough strength off the low, off this move off the low. The MACD got going. Green DI actually crossed back above. And so when we see that, we can play, and you can even use the daily ADX to see that there was pretty good strength on that rally to the upside. Okay, so when we have that combination, we can play the pullback and play the higher low. We don't have to wait for the full breakout to the upside. All right, use these combinations, especially on these longer term trades, and you will get in some that will just keep going. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.